Hello and welcome, my name is Amir and this is Advent of Code 2023 puzzle day 4. So let's jump right into the code. Okay, there is a story here just like before. I will skip that, you can go and read it by yourself. It says that we have a number of cards here with a set of winning numbers and the set of numbers that we have. We need to figure out which of the numbers that are here on the right side have appeared on the left side. So for example, in the card number 1, we have 83 that is here, 86 is here, then 17 is here, and also 48. So these are the winning numbers. So the value for card 1 is like 4. The same is here. So 4 of them, as explained, are winning numbers. This means that card number has the worth of 8 points. 1 for the first match, then doubled 3 times each of the 3 matches after that. So 2 to the power of 4 minus 1. 2 to the power of 3 is 8 for the first one. Then for card number 2, it's like 2. The winning is 2 to the 2 minus 1, which is 1, and so forth. So the total amount is 13 points. Take a seat and do the puzzle. Okay, so let's go to the puzzle and see how we can solve it. Let me grab this part first. Go to the puzzle here. This is from the yesterday. Save it here. Okay, the first thing that I can see is that I have this number. So if it was like, for example, 89 and I would try to find this here, it would give me correct, which is not correct. So I need to make this 09 so that it matches 09 in the other side as well. Okay, so this is my input. So here first I would say that map take this and convert it to this with a 0. So here these two will be converted to 09. So here it would be 01. Great, so this is our input. Then the thing that I need to say is I'm going to split the row based on this value, and I will throw out this part. I don't need this part. I would get this. Then I will split it by pipe, and I would get the winning part and then my numbers. And I will split these parts based on the space to get each of these numbers. Then I would check to see if this number exists here or not. So let's do that in one go. Okay, so let me see what I'm having for now. I'm getting 2, 2, 1, and double O. Something's missing here. Okay, I need to provide a 0 here. Then do it again. 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. Because as I didn't provide anything here, the first row is kinda skipped, so to say. So I'm getting the points here, which is correct. Then I need to add them together. But the value as described here is for 4 is 8. for 2 is 2, for 3 is 4. So I need to say then the value for each of the card is, if the point is 0, then it's 0, because I don't want to put the 2 to the power of 0 to the power of minus 1. Otherwise it's the math.power of 2 to the point that I found minus 1. And here the only thing that I need to return, since I'm using the reducer, is just add the accumulator to the value that I found. Return here, and in the end I can log the ACC. So let me see what I get here. Error. I need to return, I need to log the res here. 13. Let me see the answer. Here is 13, so it's correct. Grab the correct data and add it here. Remove this part and test again. I get the wrong data. I need to go here, grab this one and put it here. Remove this and run again. So let's go back here and then here. Correct. Let's go to part 2. So it says that this is not the points, but it's the copies of the scratch cards below the winning card equal to the number of the matches. So let's see an example here. Card 1 has 4 matching numbers, as we saw in the last example. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we win 1 copy of the next 4 cards. So for 1 we win 4 cards, so we get a copy of this, and this, and this, and this. And then when we are on card 2 originally has 2 matching numbers, so we would add 1 to this, 1 to this, and card 2 has an copy which was provided by this, so we need to add twice to these 2 cards. Then card 3, 1 is itself, 1 is coming from 1 and 2 are coming from 2. Then they will provide some numbers and we would add them and go until we get to the bottom. And what is the result that they want? Process all the original numbers and copy the scratch until there is nothing left, and then add to see how many cards are there. Okay, great. So how can we solve this part? First let me copy and paste this from here to here. I need to get the cards. This part I need to get, and I need to get the point as well. Then I don't need to, this part anymore. The thing I want to do is like this. For each of the card, I would provide a number. So at first I have one of these cards. And for example, if I am here and I have one of this card and this card wins 4 numbers, I would add 1 to the count of the 4 that are beneath this. And then when I get here, I would get the point, and based on the point and the number of these cards, I would add to the rest of them. So I would first need to have another array. I would call it card count. It will be a new array with the length of, let's say, input.length, and I would fill it with 1, which means that I have 1 of each of the cards. Then when I calculate the point, I would check to see if there is a point. So if I have 1, then I need to add to the cards that are after that. So for, let's say I going from the index of this card plus 1, so 1 after that, I will fix this index soon until the index plus 1 plus the point. So we would go point numbers ahead and we are adding to the I. Here the thing that I would do is if the card count at index I exists, if we didn't go off bounds, then the card count at index I would be whatever the value it has plus the card count at current index that we have, and if this is probably nothing, or if there is no value on this one, I would provide a 0 here. And I think this is about this for the if. I don't need this, and I want to just say instead of reduce, do this for each of the row. And here I'm getting the row and the index. So basically for each of the rows I would calculate the point, and if there is a point I would add this to the count that will be calculated later on. So if my calculation is correct, I can see the card count down here. Let me get it with the test data first. Where was that? It's here. Let's go here, paste, save. Getting the correct, and then the only thing I need to do is just to reduce them to one number. 0, and get the input and test. This number shall go here. Correct. So yeah, this was it for puzzle on day 4. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If that's so, please provide a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next day.